And now we're going to be hearing, as Gina said, from the other side of the table, if you will. We're going to be hearing from some of the young people who have gotten involved with the Kickstarter team here at the Power 50 and at the Fintech Times. Well, they've only been with us for a few weeks. It's already hard to imagine life without them, and they've already become very valued members of the team. And we're all really excited to see how they progress within these roles. So can I please ask that our panelists, affectionately referred to as our Kickstarters, so Tyler, Francis, Megan, Gabby and Tamara, could you please turn on your cameras and microphones to join me and we'll get started.
Hi, I'm Francis Bignell. I'm a junior journalist with the Fintech Times and market research on the side. And what I've mainly been working on is editing and publishing press releases and helping research the latest fintech in North America.
Perfect, then we go to Gabby.
Hi guys, I'm Gabby. I'm working in the role of marketing executive. And more specifically this week, I've been managing the social media and marketing content for Fintech Week London and planning some video content as well.
Brilliant, then down to Tamara. Oh, Tamara, you're on mute, sorry.
Okay, yep, can you hear me? Yeah, hi everyone, my name's Tamara Roy. So I've come onto the team as a marketing assistant. This week specifically, I've been working on the SEO, so increasing engagement online. I also have a background in graphic design, so I'm helping out with the website banners for our weekly focus in regards to the articles on the Fintech Times, and yeah, doing the social media for the Power 50, so across the two brands. Yeah.
Perfect, then across to Tyler.
Hello, my name is Tyler Paith. I've joined the team as a junior journalist with the Fintech Times and been really fortunate to be working with content in Europe and also in Asia and the Australian region, and yeah, really enjoying it.
And then Megan.
Hi, so I'm Megan and I'm the Sales and Marketing Associate at the Fintech Times. So more specifically for this week, I've been managing the social media for the Fintech Times. So again, social media sort of like trying to optimize and engage and interact with everyone.
Brilliant. So let's start off with some questions. First of all, if we go back to Tamara, what attracted you to this placement in the first place?
Well, my previous role was actually in marketing, and my degree before that I graduated in was called Design Management and Cultures, and I sort of saw myself deter from what I really wanted to be involved in, which was more the creative side of things rather than like analytics and that kind of side of marketing. So when I saw that I could be involved in, like, you know, website design, creating banners, like of course it's a publication as well, so leaflets and posters and stuff like that, it just really attracted me, and I was like, okay, I need to obviously apply for this and obviously cross my fingers. So yeah, I'm just really grateful that I've been given this opportunity with the companies and across the brands as well. So yeah.
Oh, brilliant, fantastic. And then Megan, same question to you. What attracted you to this placement?
I think, well, I'd be lying if I said, you know, I saw fintech and thought, oh my god, like I want to work in fintech, like I know so much about this, because that definitely wasn't the case for me. So I think for me it was more the actual Kickstart scheme itself, and sort of like looking at all the training and like the support that we would get, you know, during like these 6 months. It was kind of like a no-brainer really, you know, having graduating, you know, in a pandemic, you know, it sort of interrupted any sort of plans of, oh my god, I'm going to get my graduate role, you know, start working like full time. So then when I kind of saw this and sort of looked at, you know, what kind of experience and stuff that I would get from this, you know, that's to progress further, you know, with the company or to take everything I've learned on board somewhere else, it was kind of just a win-win. So I would say, yeah, that's what attracted me to this.
Yeah, it's funny you should say that about fintech. I'm sure everyone sort of had a bit of a feeling about it. I certainly, before I started, I hadn't even heard the word fintech before.
Yeah.
So Francis, how are you enjoying your foray into fintech? Did you know much about it before, or is this all a brand new experience that you're really learning from?
More the latter, to be honest. I'm finding it all very interesting and I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm learning a lot about the industry each day, and with each article that I edit, it further allows me to understand what sort of things people want to hear and see. And I feel like that's going to allow me to improve my own work as I can tailor it in that style. And I want to say a big thanks as well to the whole editorial team, because they've really helped in sort of introducing me into the whole fintech world. They've really sort of taken me under their wing, and I really, really appreciate that. In answer to the second part of the question, I knew next to nothing about the industry other than it was really a growing one. And I think that's really what attracted me to the job, is that fintechs are only going to become a bigger and more prominent feature in like our society and in our lives. And I wanted to make sure I fully understood it. And although it was slightly overwhelming at first, yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it now, and I'm looking forward to the future. Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm really glad to hear that. I think all of us here can sort of relate to that a little bit, just not actually knowing how vast fintech was and actually realizing it's just in our everyday lives already, even if we didn't know it. Down to you, Gabby. What skills are you bring to get? You sort of identified any so far? What kind of are you most excited for of these next 6 months to really sort of help you on your career journey?
What am I hoping to get out of it? So I feel like it's a very different kind of industry to my background. I used to work in a creative agency, so I feel like the working culture is very different. And I'm hoping to gain some more skills in like communicating corporate, corporate context that I don't think I really did in my old job. I definitely learned so much about the world of fintech, like a lot of jargon that I've never heard of before, like cryptocurrency, didn't know what that was. So yeah, I think that it's very like visionary and innovative, and being up to date with what's happening and having your finger on the pulse in terms of like news and developments. That's definitely like a new skill that I'm like to learn and to like spit into my work more that I didn't necessarily used to have before.
Fantastic, yeah. And then Tyler, same question to you. What skills are you hoping to get out of this placement?
Well, having come from a professional background in marketing, I'd spend quite a lot of time at sort of the other end of the scale. And so this position has really allowed me to explore just how journalism is processed in the modern world. I think it's also taught me a lot about project management, but also about fintech and just coming to understand new topics and subject areas. I found it really interesting, but most of all, just learning about the process of everything. I find it so interesting, and everybody on the team has been so great to work with. Any questions that I've had, I've always been really thoroughly answered. So I'm learning a lot, and I'm so fortunate and so happy. So yeah.
Oh, brilliant. I'm really glad you think so. So then I thought we could ask you all this. I know you've only been here for a couple of weeks, but I'd love to know what you guys have enjoyed about your placement so far, and then maybe what kind of hopes perhaps you have for the future, if you had any ideas about that. But Francis, if we just go to you first, what have you most enjoyed so far?
To be honest, I've enjoyed like the whole process. I recently graduated in classical civilization, so I didn't really have much understanding in journalism, but sort of developing that has been really, really enjoyable, and sort of then the whole networking aspect to it, and the research, and when everything just comes together, you have your byline. I've really enjoyed all that. And also I've just enjoyed working with our US correspondent, and sort of I've found it interesting to see why different things are trending over there in fintech. And yeah, in answer to the future, I'm just intrigued to see what happens.
Yeah, fintech is definitely something that happens all over the globe. So there's something for everyone, I think, and every kind of interest that you might have. Gabby, same question to you. What have you enjoyed so far?
I'm enjoying the working style, which that is like different from the way that I used to work. I like how it's more like objective based, and yeah, like I really enjoy that part of it. I'm also really enjoying like developing the like visibility and connections for FinTech Week London. I don't know why, I'm just enjoying it, just because I think it's a small brand. It doesn't have like much of a following, so I'm hoping to like build on that and yeah, make it more well known in the.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we're going to hear a lot more about FinTech Week London over the next coming months, for sure. So Tamara, same question.
Yeah, I think it's obviously the same, similar to what everyone else has been saying. I think we can all say that we're enjoying the process as it comes. I think that also obviously relates as well to startups in general. Like, I think that's the whole, part of the enjoyment of the whole thing is the graph behind it and just seeing behind the scenes of what it takes to get to the final product and just understanding the process as a whole. So yeah, and also this does give the opportunity as well to like move across the board and experience different things and pick up different skills. So you might your interests might change, and there's obviously a possibility for you to grow in different career revenue like channels and stuff like that. So that's the most positive thing. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. And then Tyler, same to you.
For me, I've really enjoyed the research of it. I've been working with our correspondent in Asia, Anya, and she's been really helpful in developing sort of the research behind each piece. And I've also really enjoyed the editing and just sort of coming to terms with what the house style is like and implementing that in each piece. I think it was quite difficult in the beginning to sort of like adjust to the style, but as I said before, that everybody's been so helpful and easy to work with that it's been a really comfortable transition. And yeah, I'm really enjoying working with a lot of very like-minded people. Yeah.
Brilliant. Fantastic. And then last but certainly not least, Megan.
Yeah, I think I would just agree with everyone else, and the working style is definitely something that's very different to what I was used to, but I'm really enjoying that, and everyone's just been really welcoming, really supportive. And also like working with like the new Kickstarters as well, like it's kind of comforting knowing that I'm not the only new person as well, so you kind of like support each other. So like I'm enjoying that as well. And in terms of what I'm learning and stuff, like my kind of intention here was to kind of tap into like the sort of digital side of marketing that I was sort of didn't really get to tap into in my last marketing role. And already week 2, I'm uploading content onto the website and taking over like the social media side, like something that I wouldn't necessarily expect to do so soon in another role. So yeah, so I'm just enjoying the whole thing really.
Oh, brilliant. I mean, I can definitely speak for myself in saying that you guys have really grown so much, like already. It feels like you've been here for months, never mind a couple of weeks. So you're all doing really amazingly. So that's all the questions I had today. I hope to our listeners that you've sort of gotten an insight about what it is like to be a young person on the Kickstart program. And to our Kickstarters, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you continue to enjoy your placements and everything else.